ìbílẹ̀ wa civilization ló jágbá gbogbo kàdá ìbá. nínú àṣà ìdílé ṣáná máa ń pè kàn ó ní ìfàlọ́mọ ìfàlọ́mọ ló túmọ̀ sí tàn bá bímọ tuntun ló máa jẹ́ káwọn ọmọ àlè sọ́mọ wọn kọ́ wọn á bòmí sórí omi bá ti ń kọ́ wọn á gbọ́mọ sí mẹ́yìn omi yẹn máa kàn lé wọn ní kíyà sáré wọlé jáde lẹ́ẹ̀méje bójọ́mọ̀ kọ́ bó bá sì kẹta lé àṣẹ.
Hello everyone out there, good afternoon and welcome to Alore Radio, GSM Studio, Ministry of Information, Culture and Tourism, Oyo State, Ibadan, Nigeria. As usual on this program, this is where we promote our culture, our tourism and all that is very dear to us in Oyo State in terms of culture and tourism. And as usual, I have a guest in the house. You get to meet my guest in a short while. And on behalf of my producer for this afternoon, Akim Mustafa, I welcome you. And also I have Mayo Afagebo in the house and Ayobami Fakuro in the house as well. And my guest today is not here alone. He's with Mrs. Olajere Florence and as well as Mrs. Yabo Adejuyibe. Also we have Abraham Fabian in the house. Together we're going to have a good time on the program this afternoon. I am your regular host, Titila Lawal, saying good afternoon. Sit back, relax and let's have an enjoyable time together on Peseta Heritage.
ṣáná máa ń pè kàn ó ní ìfàlọ́mọ ìfàlọ́mọ ló túmọ̀ sí tàn bá bímọ tuntun ló máa jẹ́ káwọn ọmọ àlè sọ́mọ wọn kọ́ wọn á bòmí sórí omi bá ti ń kọ́ wọn á gbọ́mọ sí mẹ́yìn omi yẹn máa kàn lé wọn ní kíyà sáré wọlé jáde lẹ́ẹ̀méje bójọ́mọ̀ kọ́ bó bá ti.
Ẹ kú dédé àsìkò yìí ẹ̀yin wa nílé, ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò yín, ètò wa, ètò ẹwà iyebíye ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́, níbi tí a ti máa ń yànnàná àwọn nǹkan tó ṣe iyebíye sí wa nípa àṣà, ìṣe àti ìrìn àjò afẹ́. Gẹ́gẹ́ sókè gbé sílẹ̀, bákan náà ni Máyọ̀wá Fágèbó wà nínú kólótà wàyí àti Ayọ̀bámi Fákúrọ́. Àlejò wa wà dá wa o, àwọn náà wọ́n wá pẹ̀lú abilékọ Ọlájèrè Florence pẹ̀lú abilékọ Ìyábọ̀ Adéjùyègbé àti arákùnrin Abraham Fabian. Gbogbo wa la wà nínú kulu yìí, ẹ̀yin ṣáà wá nǹkan lédìí àti màjáládùn ètò ẹ̀kọ́ kalẹ̀.
ọ̀làjú ṣàlàṣe olókì ìdáyé tipẹ́tipẹ́ ọ̀làjú ṣàlàṣe kó tó wá di mọ́rí gìtá ọ̀làjú ṣàlàṣe oṣù tí ìdáyé tipẹ́tipẹ́ ọ̀làjú ṣàlàṣe ó tó di ìpọ́n wá gùn mọ́tò ọ̀làjú ṣàlàṣe ìyí tí ìdáyé tipẹ́tipẹ́ ọ̀làjú ṣàlàṣe ó tó di ìpọ́n káwọn kú bàjẹ́ o.
You're on to Alore Radio and the program is Peseta Heritage. You know, our culture is the total way of life of people and it's been transferred from one generation to another. And you know, our cultural beliefs are the ones that we really cherished. And today we're going to be discussing about one of our cherished culture, which is the dress culture. And my guest in the house is an expert in the tie and dye of Adire, and as well she is a CEO of an hotel and also she has what it takes to do exhibition and things like that. Now I am welcoming Mrs. Olayemi Omokoyi, the CEO Perfect Palace. Omoyemi Olakoye, the CEO, Perfect Palace. She's at Aleshiloye Market and she'll tell you what she has in the offing. That is something that is cooking, that is coming up very soon. You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Would like to meet you again. Tell people your name, what you do, and any other thing that you want them to know about you before we go on to what you do as an Adire expert.
Thank you. My name is Omoyemi. I'm from Ondo State in Okegbo. I was born in Ibadan. I grew up in Ibadan. I'm into tie and dye, batik, splash, marble, printing. When it comes to adire,
Okay.
entirely, there is no area that I cannot handle. Thank you.
You're welcome. I know you have an hotel too. Can we know the name of your hotel and where it is situated? Because this program is all about culture and tourism, and part of our tourism thing is an hotel.
Yes, my guest house is situated at Iletuntun,
Okay.
number 7 Olakoye Close.
In Ibadan here?
Yeah, yes.
Now, how did you get into adire making, and what gives you the inspiration to become an adire expert? Did you study it, or did you learn it through someone, or is it hereditary?
I will say it's hereditary
Okay.
because my grandmother was making adire.
Okay.
Then it was only tie and dye she knows how to do, but
The one
because
they use the eco.
equal to do, when we are living with her, we are all forced to know how to do it.
Okay.
But when I grew up, when I was in teacher training college, I had an art teacher called Mr. Ogoye,
Okay.
who really encouraged me to start the tie and dye with
Business.
the batik
Okay.
business too, because he knows I have what it takes to make adire, and I started doing it since 1989.
1989. Wow.
Yes.
That's about 32 years ago.
32 years ago. Thank you.
32 years ago is a long way. We want to know what you have passed through in the last 32 years, like the gains, the pains, the prospects, and where did you see your adire in the next maybe 10 years?
Thank you. Adire is a very interesting business.
Okay.
It's very, very lucrative. If you are a producer of adire by yourself, you cannot regret
Doing it.
doing it.
Venturing into the business.
Venturing into the business. Because it only takes hard work to produce. After the production, you know you're going to make your money.
Okay.
Almost 100% profit.
100%
100% profit.
Now, if I want to learn the art of adire making, how do I go about it? From the scratch, I want to know what and what I will mix together to make a whole adire or batik.
If you want to make adire, all you need to get is you have your table
Okay.
where you're going to draw. If you
Okay.
want to know how to make batik,
That is pattern making.
pattern making, you have to get your candle wax ready.
Okay.
You have to get your foam pen,
Okay.
and you start to draw. The chemicals you need for adire making is just 3 chemicals:
Okay.
sodium hydrosulfide,
Okay.
salt, then the dye stuff. The combination of these 3 will give you good adire that the color will not run, and whoever that buys it from you will enjoy the fabric, and
It will last very long.
last very long. And I thank God that is why we have been able to sustain in the business in the last 32 years, because people will say, perfect, the one I bought from your shop, I'm still using it. The bedsheet I bought from you, I'm still using it. So if you want to know how to make it, 2 weeks training, you are okay.
2 weeks.
Yes, 2 weeks.
I think I have to know how to make adire so that I can be getting 100% profits on it.
Yeah.
Now, I want to know what other things apart from this design that I'm wearing, the one you're wearing, and the ones others are wearing too, those people that are from your company, what they are putting on. I want to know what other things you do with your adire. Like you mentioned, what did you mention now? Is it throw pillow?
Throw pillow, yes.
So I want to know other things that
We are
you
using
make from adire.
We are using adire to make handbags now.
Okay.
We are using it to make hand fan. We are using it to make shoe.
Okay.
We are using it to make table mats,
Okay.
window blind,
Okay.
duvets, bed sheet. There is another way now we are coming into the printing side of it. That
Okay.
when you make adire, you can place them on the walls.
Okay, like wallpapers.
Wallpapers.
Okay.
You can copy out the design, then develop it into whatever you want to use it for, either your studio background, as we have this background.
This background
you
here.
can use Adure to make your background.
That's interesting.
That's all we are making now.
Now, I want you to tell us about exhibitions. Like, how many exhibitions have you done, and the products that you have exhibit,
When I
and
started,
the countries you have been to for the exhibitions? Because I want people to really know that our culture is beautiful, and we can make a living out of what you are doing as a business.
thank you. I've attended so many exhibitions. When we started with Chamber of Commerce.
Okay.
Within Nigeria, I think there is no state I've not been to exhibit my product. And outside Nigeria, I've been to US. In US, I've been to Maryland, Texas. The last trip I was in Chicago, and I'm planning to go to Tennessee with my product, because we have a lot of foreigners that are interested in what I'm producing.
And in love with what you're doing.
Yes, we have people that have African stores there, and they are selling our products. So far,
So good.
we thank God.
Before we go on the program, let's listen to our musical break, Beautiful Nubia. To Barima, please. I do show
More music at FujiNiger.com.
Ọ̀làjúdé làwa gbàgbé àṣà ìdílé wa. Ọ̀làjúdé làwa gbàgbé àṣà ìdílé wa. Civilization ló jágbá gbogbo tàdá.
ọjọ́ sí ọmọdé ìgbójú sókè wá gbá o tágbà bá ń rojọ́ ọmọdé wọn pa lọ́lọ́ ní òwò lọ́jọ́ sí àwọn àgbà ìhùwà ìbàjẹ́ o tí wọ́n bá ṣèbàjẹ́ a ó ṣì gbà fún wọn ní o.
Jẹ́ a máa bá wọn sọ, wọ́n má ṣe hùwà ìbàjẹ́ mọ́ o. Ẹ jẹ́ a máa bá wọn sọ, wọ́n má ṣe hùwà ìkà yìí o. Ẹ jẹ́ a máa bá wọn sọ, wọ́n má ṣe hùwà ìbàjẹ́ mọ́ o. Ẹ jẹ́ a máa bá wọn sọ, wọ́n má ṣe hùwà ìkà. Ẹ jẹ́ a máa bá wọn sọ, wọ́n má ṣe hùwà ìbàjẹ́ mọ́ o. Ẹ jẹ́ a máa bá wọn sọ, wọ́n má ṣe hùwà ìkà yìí o. Ẹ jẹ́ a máa bá wọn sọ, wọ́n má ṣe hùwà ìbàjẹ́ mọ́ o. Ẹ jẹ́ a máa bá wọn sọ, wọ́n má ṣe hùwà ìkà.
I see them everywhere on the streets, wasting their lives away. Youth can find no direction to put their energy. I see them in Europe and America looking for hope. Everywhere they go, they're lonely, can't find no one bed. You like to see the children cry and waste their lives away, my brother. You like to see them die before their time in poverty. Seems you like to see the people cry in frustration and desperation. You like to see them flee and leave this land so full of promise. See them everywhere, in factories and plantations. A new wave of slavery and servitude in foreign lands. I see them in Asia, Australia, wherever you may be. Everywhere they go, they're lonely, there's no place like home. You like to see your children cry and waste their lives away, my brother. You like to see them die.
You're still on to Alore Radio, GSM Studio, Ministry of Information, Culture and Tourism. And I'm here with Mrs. Omoyemi Omokoye, the CEO, Perfect Palace. She's an hotelier and also an Adire producer. You have been listening to her and she has told you how she ventured into Adire making. And now we want to say some of her work that she has in pictures. So let's say some of your work and where you have used it. The
This is
pictorial.
a group of people that are wearing it for
Occasion.
occasion. Yes,
Really looking nice.
thank you.
Yeah.
This is a set of choir
Sets of choir
in the US
in the US.
that they use
Look at the
Adire
design.
every year. They
Okay.
make their uniform for them.
Okay, she make their direct for them annually for their celebration,
For their
Annual
celebration,
celebration, so
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. This is another one
Myself and my husband
Okay.
in a wedding ceremony.
ceremony.
Which
So
means Adire can be used anywhere.
that is to show you that we can put on a direct for wedding ceremony, naming ceremony, and burial of elderly ones, as well as birthdays and all other functions. You can put on our direct. Our culture is our pride, and our pride is what we have in our community. That is what we cherish most in our culture. Then we have
This one I was just showing tie and dye.
showcasing of tie and dye, and maybe she was trying to teach some people how to do it here. I know you have seen it. Then I can say this look modern. You know, it's a combination of Adire and lace material. She does a lot of it. So if you have any occasion, you can call on her at any time to come and do your Adire for Ashwebi and all other things that you want to use Adire for. Like she has said, she makes duvet, she makes bed sheets, window blinds, and table mats, and all other things that you can think of. That is all household items. Now, we want to talk about the pains and the gains. Everything has experience. Let's get to know your experience in doing this business. The gains, the pains, and the prospects. Where you want to be in the nearest future.
We thank God for everything and I give all the glory back to God. God has been faithful to me in this business because in every business there is always up and down.
Yes.
When you produce Adire, you expose yourself to little hazard
Okay.
because I develop what I call asthmatic.
Oh.
I'm an asthmatic patient.
Because of the
Because of the
chemicals you work
then we
with.
don't know, we have to cover our nose very well, so I inhale a lot of chemical. That was the pain that still remains with me till today.
And God will heal you.
Amen. But apart from that, it has been an interesting journey. The reason why I say it's an interesting journey is I have taught a lot of people that are making money from
It.
it.
Yeah.
And to the glory of God, I was able to educate my children with what we are making from Adire. It's a family business.
Okay.
I have a daughter that is doing it.
That's what I
now.
want to ask you. Did any of your children?
Yes, my
Did
daughter
anyone
is
take
right
after
now
you?
in Houston.
Okay, okay.
She's doing the business.
There, over there.
Over there.
That's
We
interesting.
produce from Nigeria, we send
Take it there.
there. And we thank
And she
God.
sells.
And she sells. And people are really patronizing our product. So we thank God.
That's interesting.
For so good.
Now to what you want to do on Sunday. We want to have an insight into it. What are we expecting on Sunday?
Sunday, by the special grace of God, is going to be a glorious Sunday. The whole team of Perfect Dyeing Center are going to be present because I'm not the only one when I say Perfect
Perfect
Dyeing
Dyeing
Center.
Center.
I have my tailors, I have my designers, I have my co-producers that we have been working together for the past 26 years when they started working with me.
Okay.
They are all going to be present. But our real aim on Sunday is to give back to the community. That
Look
is
at
why
that, giving back to the community.
community.
That is service to the community.
Service to the community, because I believe when you have a knowledge and you can share it with our youths, at least to empower them, and they know that this kind of business doesn't require a lot of capital. You
Okay.
can start with only 5,000 naira. As simple as that.
But things are so expensive now.
I
Do you
know.
think 5,000 naira can do something?
Yes, because when I started with 30 naira.
That was then.
That was then.
32 years
That's
ago.
2 years ago, 30 naira. The only thing I can produce at that time was just one top that I'm going to wear, which I believe can still work for anybody that wanted to start Adire. When you wear it, people see it on you. I love this.
I
And you
made
tell
it.
them the price, they give you money, you produce for them. Once you are a producer, you know what to buy, you know how to go about it. Everything you need to make a top won't cost you more than 4,000 naira, including sewing. So you don't tell me you are looking for 1 million until you have a studio, or you want to be like perfect, having a perfect palace in a day. No, start from somewhere.
Rome
Let
was not
people
built in
see.
a
Yes,
day.
let people see what you can do with your hand. Let people admire what you are making. They will be giving you money in advance to produce for them,
And
and
you'll
your
be
job is
getting
going
your
to be
gain.
unique, and you'll be making your profit. Honestly, I won't lie to you.
That's interesting.
Yes, so I want to teach them, and
How
I
to
believe
make
once I
Adire.
teach them how to make Adire, they will be able to teach the ones that are coming in
Coming.
future. I'm getting
That's why
old.
we say culture
Culture.
is dynamic.
Yes,
And
very,
we pass
very.
it from generation to generation.
Yes.
Kudos to our culture. And some people don't value our culture.
Yes, because you can't give what you don't have. You must admire something before you can acquire it. Adire is a bit tedious when you talk of the production, but once you love doing what you are doing, you're passionate about
The
it,
interest is there.
the interest is there. Even there was a time I can't sleep without my pen in my hand, because
You
the
get-
inspiration will keep on coming.
coming.
When I make 2 colors, something will tell me, Yemi, you can make 4 colors, you can make multicolors. Go on, go on. And when
And
you
on
make it,
and
people
on.
are buying it. That is
They
the joy.
admire it.
You can't get tired of Adire. What you are going to produce, if you know how to do it, is different from mine. It's creativity. It's creativity.
So if
and
you're not creative, you can't do it.
you can learn how
Okay,
to create
on the job.
On the job, we can teach you how to create. Once you know your colors, we can just tell you when you add this color to this color,
give you this
it will
color.
give this color. Then you see it practically. We don't teach Adire in abstract.
In abstract,
You have to
okay.
see it practically. Then you develop yourself in
On
making
it.
it. We can't teach you everything because nobody knows everything.
Yes,
But
no
once
one
we
is
set
too
you on the
perfect.
path of it, then you can
You
pick up.
build yourself.
You build yourself. You can go to schools to teach other people how to do it. You can gather your friends as a youth center, like the plaza I wanted to open for Adire now.
Okay.
I want people to come to
Come
see
and learn.
what we have been making with Adire. How you can make money when you are
Adire.
through Adire. How you can make the Adire itself from the scratch, not after buying it somewhere they are just showing you this is
ready-made.
Adire, not ready-made, from the scratch. And I'm sure by God's grace, my students are going to enjoy coming in.
Amen. Maybe
Thank
I'll
you.
be one of your students.
I'll be
Because
glad
I
to
want
have
to,
you.
yes. Yeah, you're on Alore Radio, GSM Studio, Ministry of Information, Culture and Tourism. And I've been discussing about Adire making with Mrs. Omoyemi Olakonye, the CEO, Perfect Dyeing Center and Adire Palace. And she has told you what she has in the offing, what she's going to do on Sunday, this coming Sunday, that she's going to give back to the community, giving back to society, which is part of our culture. In our culture, we love to give out. We love to bring people. That's extended family things,
Yes.
which are going into extinction, and we don't want our culture to go into extinction. So sit back and let's still enjoy ourselves on this particular episode of Pacesetter Heritage. Music.
ọmọdé wọn pa lọ́lọ́ ní òwò lọ́jọ́ ọjọ́ sí àwọn àgbà ìwùwà ìbàjẹ́ o tí wọ́n bá ṣèbàjẹ́ a ó ṣì gbà fún wọn ní o.
jẹ́ a máa bá wọn sọ wọ́n má ṣe hùwà ìbàjẹ́.
orí ètò ẹwà iyebíye ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ náà ni a ṣe wà ní GSM studio iléeṣẹ́ ìròyìn àṣà àti ìrìn àjò afẹ́. A ti ń bá ìyàwó Ọmọyẹmí Ọlákanyè sọ̀rọ̀ láti nǹkan bíi 30 ìṣẹ́jú ó lé díẹ̀ sẹ́yìn. Àwọn ni aláṣẹ àti olùdásílẹ̀ iléeṣẹ́ Perfect Thai and Dining Center and Ite Palace. Ibẹ̀ ni a ti gbé wọn wá, wọ́n ti bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ohun tí wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe. Ní báyìí máa jẹ́ káwọn náà kí wọ́n fi ẹnu wọn fi sọ báwo náà ṣe débi iṣẹ́ àdìrẹ, kí ni nǹkan tí ó fún wọn ní ìwúrí láti máa ṣiṣẹ́ àdìrẹ, nítorí àwọn èèyàn sọ pé àṣà wa àṣà tó wù yìí ni, àmọ́ bóyá tìtorí pé wọ́n nífẹ̀ẹ́ àṣà ni àbí torí pé wọ́n fẹ́ jẹ́ kí wọ́n máa rówó nínú ẹ̀, àbí láti gbé àṣà wa lárugẹ òun ni wọ́n ṣe ń ṣe ètò àdìrẹ tó ń ṣe. Ẹ káàbọ̀ ìyá wa.
ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́.
Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò ẹwà iyebíye ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́. A máa ń fẹ́ gbé àwọn èèyàn wa wọ́n bá gbé àṣà wa wọ́n gbé dání, a máa ń fẹ́ gbé wọn lárugẹ lórí ètò yìí. A fẹ́ mọ̀ nípa yín àti kí ló sún yín dé di iṣẹ́ àdìrẹ ṣíṣe.
ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́. mo jẹ́ ẹnìkan tó fẹ́ràn àṣà. Ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìgbà mo fẹ́ràn àṣà Yorùbá torí pé láti kékeré mo máa ń fẹ́ orin Yorùbá láti jó sí. Mi ò kì í fẹ́ nǹkan tí ò kì í ṣe ti ìbílẹ̀. Mo sì tún dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run wípé ọkọ tí mo fẹ́ wọ́n ti jẹ́ aláìsí, ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n jẹ́ ẹnìkan tí ó fẹ́ràn àṣà, tí wọ́n fẹ́ràn èdè Yorùbá àti múra Yorùbá débi wípé tí wọ́n bá tiẹ̀ ń lọ sí ìlú àwọn òyìnbó, aṣọ ìbílẹ̀ wa
a máa
wọ̀ lọ. Àwọn èèyàn máa wò wá nínú plane, wọ́n á ní aṣọ yìí dẹ̀ dáa o, ta ló ṣe? Èmi náà ni mo ṣe. Iṣẹ́ yìí jẹ́ iṣẹ́ tí ìyá mi ń ṣe torí pé mo wá láti ìdílé Fowóṣeré ní ìlú Ìjẹ̀bú-Igbó. Bàbá mi sì jẹ́ ọmọ Òkè Igbó. Mo fẹ́ràn iṣẹ́ àdìrẹ yìí púpọ̀ torí pé ọdún yìí ló pé ọdún 22.
Ọdún 22.
32 years tí mo ti ń ṣe iṣẹ́ yìí. Mi ò dẹ̀ ṣe iṣẹ́ mìíràn rí lẹ́yìn iṣẹ́ olùkọ́ni tí mo ṣe díẹ̀
kẹ́tọ́ wa máa ṣiṣẹ́ àdìrẹ.
Àtìgbà tí mo dẹ̀ ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ àdìrẹ inú mi máa ń dùn púpọ̀ torí pé tí n bá rí àwọn òyìnbó bí wọ́n ṣe máa ń wo aṣọ wa,
káràmásìkì
aṣọ wa, inú wọn máa ń dùn. Wọ́n bá wò ẹ́ tìyanu wọ́n máa béèrè, wọ́n máa bí ẹ pé àwọn aṣọ yìí máa rẹwà, ṣọ́wọ́ yín náà lẹ fi ṣe. Àní ọwọ́ náà la fi ṣe. Bí mo ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ yìí ní ọgbọ̀n ọdún ó lé méjì sẹ́yìn nìyẹn ní Liberty Road, kó tó di pé a wá di ẹni tó ní ilé ìtajà ní Alẹ́ṣinlọ́yẹ́.
Tó tún wá fẹ́ ṣí tó wá jágbà yanu
ilé àdìrẹ gangan tí Ọlọ́run bá wa kọ́, tí a fẹ́ fi ṣe ilé àṣà, ilé ẹwà tí ọmọ Yorùbá máa débẹ̀, tí àlejò máa débẹ̀, tí wọ́n máa mọ̀ wípé àwa náà ní àwọn àṣà tó ṣe é mú
yangàn. Ẹ ṣé ìyá wa, a dúpẹ́ pé a pè yín, ẹ jẹ́ wa. Ṣùgbọ́n mo fẹ́ mọ̀ lẹ́yìn pé àwọn aṣọ tá a wọ̀ báyìí, ìtẹ́yìn náà wọ̀, ẹ̀yin lẹ ṣe. Kí làwọn nǹkan míì tẹ́ tún ṣe pẹ̀lú aṣọ àdìrẹ yàtọ̀ sí àwọn tẹ́ ẹ rán báyìí tó wù yìí?
Iṣẹ́ ti lọ púpọ̀ lórí iṣẹ́ àdìrẹ. À ń ṣe ìbọ̀wọ́ pẹ̀lú àdìrẹ, à ń ṣe aṣọ ìbùsùn pẹ̀lú àdìrẹ, à ń ṣe aṣọ tí a fi ń sí ojú fèrèsé pẹ̀lú àdìrẹ, à ń ṣe bàtà, à ń ṣe abẹ̀bẹ̀. Ó fẹ́ kù tó jẹ́ wípé kò sí ní tá àfàdìrẹ ṣe torí pé tẹ bá délé ibi tí mò ń gbé, ẹ̀yin wọ́n máa rí pé àga tí mo fi ń jókòó àdìrẹ ni, ibùsùn mi àdìrẹ ni. Tẹ bá délé ìdáná mi, níta máa ń kó sọ́wọ́ tá a bá fẹ́ sọ nǹkan lórí iná, àdìrẹ ni. Débi wípé àwọn ọmọ mi gan àtàwọn ọmọ
wọ́n ní ìyá
àdìrẹ family ní gbogbo ara ògiri ilé wa. Rí pátánì àdìrẹ ń bẹ, a lè ṣe ká má dára pẹ̀lú iṣẹ́ ọnà.
Ẹ jẹ́ wá béèrè nǹkan kan pẹ̀lú bó ṣe jẹ́ pé ẹ sọ fún wa pé tá a bá délé yín gbogbo ẹ̀ àdìrẹ. Ǹjẹ́ ẹ ti ní ìpèníjà kí àwọn èèyàn wọlé kan ní ṣé kìí ṣe pé obìnrin yìí ó mú nǹkan míì mọ́ nígbà tó jẹ́ pé àdìrẹ
tiẹ̀ wá ń ṣe lémi nìkan nìyẹn ti ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ níbi tá a ti ń tajà torí ńgbà tá a dé alẹ́ sí lọ́yẹ̀
àwọn èèyàn máa ń rò pé ẹni tó bá ti gbá ṣàdání ó ti mú kan mọ́kan.
a bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ àdìrẹ yìí pẹ̀lú ṣọ́ọ̀pù ìtajà ojú kan láàárín ọdún kan a di ẹni tó ní ojú ṣọ́ọ̀bù 17.
17.
wọ́n wá ní àṣàdìrẹ náà ló ń tà tó wá ti ní
ló wà nínú
ṣọ́ọ̀bù
àdìrẹ?
17 mú ní ẹ̀yẹn jí wá lèmi kẹ́ wá ṣe
investigation kan wá wò ó.
bọ́ńdù bíi 20 láàárọ̀ lójoojúmọ́ oríṣẹ́ tó jẹ́ pé tó bá ti fẹ́ràn ẹ̀ o ò ní lè sùn wà á máa bẹ lọ́n kílẹ̀ ṣàmọ́ kó o po arúgbó máa ṣe ní kókó síta ni torí pé ta bá sáṣọ wa ní orí ibi tá a sá sí ní tútù ni wọ́n ti ń rà ẹ jẹ́ ká bá yín lọ wá ní perfect wọ́n ṣàfihàn ẹ̀ lẹ̀ kémi ìfilẹ̀ tẹ́lómi ẹ̀ lọ a lọ fúnra ra wa nípa bẹ́ẹ̀ a ní ìgbénijà díẹ̀ torí pé kò síṣẹ́ tí owó ò sí a ní sáwọn nìkan lọ́lọ́run dáyé fún tó tàjà jẹrẹ ìlọrin
nǹkan míì kún
ṣùgbọ́n a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run wípé àwọn náà wá rí